Namaste Narasimhaya. Namaste Narasimhaya. Pralada Lada Dayade. Pralada Lada Dayade. Viranya Kasipo Bhakshaha. Viranya Kasipo Bhakshaha. Viratankana Kalai. Viratankana Kalai. Pito Nashingo Parato Nashingo. Ito Nashingo Parato Nashingo. Yato Yato Yamita Nashingo. Yato Yato Yamita Nashingo. Pahe Nashingo Hidaye Nashingo. Pahe Nashingo Hidaye Nashingo. Nashimhamadin Saranam Prapadam. Nashimhamadin Saranam Prapadam. Tava Tava Kamala Varina Kama Bhuta Shinga. Jane Jane Ranya Kasipo Tanu Pringa. Keshavadita Nadahare Rupa Jaya Jagadisha Hare Jaya Jagadisha Hare Jaya Jagadisha Hare Tara Kamala Akashipo Hare Jaya Jagadisha Hare Tava Tava Kamala Vade Nakama Bhuta Singa Jarita Niranya Kasipo Kano Bringa Keshavadita Nada Hare Rupa Jaya Jagadisha Hare Jaya Jagadisha Hare Jaya Jagadisha Hare Tava Tava Kamala Vare Nakam Garitani Anyakasipo Jaya Jagadisha Hare Jaya Jagadisha Hare Kesavadita Nada Hare Rupa Jaya Jagadisha Hare Jaya Jagadisha Hare Jaya Jagadisha Hare Jaya Nrsimhadev, Jaya Nrsimhadev, Jaya Nrsimhadev, Jaya Nrsimhadev. Jaya Prahlad Maharaj, Prahlad Maharaj, Prahlad Maharaj, Prahlad Maharaj. Jaya Nrsimhadev, Jaya Nrsimhadev, Jaya Nrsimhadev, Jaya Nrsimhadev. Singha Bhagavan ki jai. Prahlad Maharaj ki.
Can you all please move forward? Close the pizza, right? Then you close. You have to be much more attentive, so you have to close. Further, nobody's going to bite it. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girvaradhari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girvaradhari Yashodanandana Braja Jana Ranjana Yashodanandana Braja Jana Ranjana Yamuna Tira Vanachari Yamuna Tira Vanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Bihari Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Radha Shama Sundar Radha Shama Sundar Radhe. Jayo Jagannatha Jayo Balladeva Jaya Subhadra. Jaya Gaura Nitai Jaya Gaura Nitai Jaya Gaura Nitai. Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada. Vyam Vishnupad Paramhamsa Prarajakacarya Ashtottara Shata Srimad Vaichanaravinda Bhaktivedanta Shri Prabhupada ki jai. Ananta Koti Vaishnavrinda ki jai. Gaura Premanande Hari. Thank you all devotees for joining this evening program. I know it's a beautiful day, but you all have chosen to come here to attend temple program. So that's good about all of you. And today, as a part of this Bhagavad Gita class, right? This will go till 7:30. 7:30 is the time you get prasadam also, so you can all relax and sit and listen to the katha, right? So today's topic that was given for me is Narasimha Leela. Okay, Narasimha Dev's Leela. For that, I have chosen this Bhagavad Gita verse. Please recite after me. Paritranaya sadhunam vinashaya cha dushkritam dharma samsthapanarthaya sambhavami yuge yuge. If you don't know the verse, you can refer to the screen on your left. So yeah, to your right. Yeah, sorry. Paritranaya sadhunam vinashaya cha dushkritam dharma samsthapanarthaya sambhavami yuge yuge. Paritranaya sadhunam vinashaya cha dushkritam dharma samsthapanarthaya sambhavami yuge yuge. Any volunteer to lead the verse? Yes, please go ahead. Paritranaya sadhunam vinashaya cha dushkritam dharma samsthapanarthaya sambhavami yuge yuge. Paritranaya sadhunam vinashaya cha dushkritam dharma samsthapanarthaya sambhavami yuge yuge. Anyone else? Matajis? Paritranaya sadhunam vinashaya cha dushkritam dharma samsthapanarthaya sambhavami yuge yuge. One last volunteer from this side. Paritranaya sadhunam vinashaya cha dushkritam dharma samsthapanarthaya sambhavami yuge yuge. Thank you all for participation in the recitation of the verse. Now let's go word by word meaning. Okay, repeat after me. Paritranaya, for the deliverance, sadhunam, of the devotees, vinashaya, for the annihilation, cha, also, dushkritam, of the miscreants, dharma, principles of religion, samsthapanarthaya, to re-establish, sambhavami, I do appear, yuge, millennium, yuge, after millennium. Translation and purport by Srila Prabhupada. His Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Please repeat after me the translation, okay? In order to deliver the pious and to annihilate the miscreants, as well as to re-establish the principles of religion, I advent myself millennium after millennium. Thank you. So now I'll recite the purport. I'll read the purport. According to Bhagavad Gita, a sadhu, holy man, is a man in Krishna consciousness. A person may appear to be religious, but if he has the qualifications of Krishna consciousness wholly and fully, he is to be understood to be a sadhu. And dushkritam applies to one who doesn't care for Krishna consciousness. Such miscreants or dushkritam are described as foolish and the lowest of mankind, even though they may be decorated with mundane education, whereas another person who is 100% engaged in Krishna consciousness is accepted as sadhu, even though such a person may neither be learned nor well cultured. As far as the atheistic are concerned, it is not necessary for the Supreme Lord to appear as he is to destroy them, as he did with demons Ravana and Kansa. The Lord has many agents who are quite competent to vanquish demons, but the Lord especially descends to appease his unalloyed devotees who are always harassed by the demonic. The demon harasses the devotee, even though the latter may happen to be his kin. Although Prahlada Maharaj was a son of Hiranyakashipu, he was nonetheless persecuted by his father. Although Devaki, the mother of Krishna, was a sister of Kansa, she and her husband Vasudeva were persecuted only because Krishna was to be born of them. So Lord Krishna appeared primarily to deliver Devaki rather than kill Kansa, but both were performed simultaneously. Therefore, it is said here that to deliver the devotee and vanquish the demon miscreants, the Lord appears in different incarnations. Okay. I'll offer prayers to the Guru Parampara to give me strength and strength to my words so that it may help you understand whatever I speak today. Om Jnana Timirandasya Gyananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha Sri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Utapadakamalam Shri Gurum Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakan Vitamscha Hey Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Rishabhanusute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha Kalpatarubhescha Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। ओम तत्सत। Thank you once again for participation. And so, as the verse says, Paritranaya sadhunam, vinashaya cha dushkitam, dharma samsthapanarthaya sambhavami yuge yuge. So, whenever there is a problem, whenever there is an issue, whenever there is a difficulty for devotees, Lord appears, right? Srila Prabhupada mentions in the purport that to kill, the first thing is he appears to save the devotees or protect the devotees. And the second thing is to punish the miscreants or the bad people. But Srila Prabhupada mentions in the purport that it's not only for the, see, the punishment part he can do with some others. He can send his energies, his shaktis, his other devotees to punish the bad people. But to protect the good people is the main reason he comes down, right? And one of the examples Srila Prabhupada mentions here is about Prahlad Maharaj. So, May 4th, 2023, within next 2 weeks, we're going to have an appearance of Nrsimhadev. We're going to celebrate the appearance day of Nrsimhadev. So, Nrsimhadev appears on which day? Nrsimha Chaturdashi day. The day in Sanskrit is Vaishakha Shukla Chaturdashi day. There is a system in English, in Gregorian calendar, we have 12 months. In Sanskrit or in a Vedic calendar also, we have 12 months, right? But the calculation of 12 months are different in Sanskrit or in Vedic culture and Vedic type. But the calculation of, compared to calculation of Western calendar. So when we say Chaturdashi, that means 14th day. Every month has specific 30 days in Vedic calendar. In English calendar, what we have? 30 days, 31 days, 28 days, confusion. There is no confusion in Vedic calendar, 30 days, fixed. The 30 days, again divided into 2 parts, 15 days and 15 days. First 15 days is Shukla Paksha and Krishna Paksha. Shukla Paksha is the day starting from Amavasya to Purnima. Shukla means white. So basically you're traveling from darkness to the white. So that is Shukla Paksha. And from Purnima to Amavasya is considered to be Krishna Paksha. Krishna means black. So you're traveling from the whiteness of moon, the full moon, to the new moon. So that is Krishna Paksha, right? Just to give a background of what it is. So this 15 days has names, Vidya, Dvitiya, Tritiya, Chaturthi, like that, right? And we have 14th day, which is Chaturdashi. Dasha is 10, Chatur is 4. So 14th day of Shukla Paksha means the first part of the month. As I said, there are 2 parts. The first part of the month of Vaishakha Masa. There are 12 masas, as I said, right? The first masa is Chaitra Vaishakha. The second month is Vaishakha. In that Vaishakha Masa, Nrsimhadev appeared. Chaturdashi day, not Amavasya, okay? So that is the day when we say some appearance in like Vinayaka Chaturthi. Chaturthi is 4th day. So Vinayaka appeared on 4th day of Chaturthi. Radha Ashtami. Ashtami means 8th day. So these festivals we celebrate or the appearances we celebrate are according to the calendar, according to time. There is a specific, very clear cut or specific they are. Janmashtami. Ashtami is 8th day, like that. So now that 14th day of Vaishakha in Shukla Paksha is going to be May 4th this year. Because English calendar, they have different days. They sometimes it comes in May, sometimes it comes in April. But in reality, if you go to with the Vedic calendar, it's the 14th day of Vaishakha Shukla Paksha. That's clear, okay? So that's why today we want to talk about Nrsimha Leela. Why Nrsimhadev appeared? What happened, right? We read through this verse, Paritranam Yasadhunam. So who is the devotee who wanted to come, Lord wanted to protect? Who is the devotee? Who is that bad person Lord wanted to punish? So if you all give me some time and be focused on my class today, then you can know or go through this story, a beautiful story of Lord. How much dedicated he is to his devotees, dedicated to his words. He put so much of, he doesn't have to come, but he still came for one small little boy. That is the story we're going to talk about today, right? So, Yuge, any examples of, let's talk about Nrsimhadev little later, but I want to hear from you. Any examples of Lord coming down to protect his devotees and to punish the miscreants? Please feel free to share. Mataji says Ramachandra. Yes, Mataji. So Ramachandra came to protect all the living beings from the tortures of Ravana, to punish Ravana and to protect all the devotees. Okay, any other? Krishna, as the Prabhupada mentions the purport, he wanted to protect his parents, and he punished Kansa and all other demons. Okay. Any other? Vamanadev came to what does Vamanadev did? Yes. So that is, Prabhuji is putting me into a complex situation now. One second. So Prabhuji is saying that Vamanadev, yes, he did punish Bali Maharaj, but punishment he gave is to eradicate the proudness or the pride that was developed in the mind of Bali Maharaj. So, and at the same time, he protected the same Bali Maharaj. So there are two things he did. As the verse says, he did two things. He has punished and also protected. The same personality, but the pride he developed, Bali Maharaj developed the pride. The pride was eradicated, the punished, but he was protected. Bali Maharaj is protected by removing that pride also. So it's a one thing for both. This devotee. Matsya Avatar. So what did Matsya Avatar do? Very nice. So Matsya Avatar happened twice. Once, when the millennium was dissolved, there is a time when the day of Brahma goes off. That means all this creation, which is started in the beginning, that gets dissolved. Everything goes into the water. So pralay, that is called as pralay. So when that pralay happens, Matsya Avatar came and Satyavrata Muni, he instructed Satyavrata Muni to collect all the living beings, all samples of living beings, all the best of the best living beings, not only human beings, all the animals, creatures, different samples, best of them, and bring them to the boat. And that boat was taken across by Matsya Avatar. And the other avatar, do you know why he appeared? Why? Yeah, that is done. But where is another one? I told there is. Huh? Yeah, that is right. That is right. That is shortcut. But he appeared twice. He appeared to take and protect the living beings from the pralay. Okay, that's one thing. And the second thing was he came to protect or to excavate the scriptures, which were the demon took the scriptures and he was inside the ocean. He was hiding inside at the bottom of the ocean. Then he came as Matsya and he took that thing out. Okay, good example. Good. Someone was raising hand there. Yes. Huh? Varaha. Very nice. Varahadev appeared to punish Hiranyaksha. So we'll talk about this in the story. Yes. Parashuram, even though he was a Brahmana, he gave up his religion. Not only gave up religion, but he made sure that when the ruling class or the Kshatriyas, they forget their duties of respecting Brahmanas. So he appeared and he gave a good lesson to the Kshatriyas. 21 generations he destroyed. So that's a good example. So thank you very much for your participation. Now, in the same line, all these examples, right? We're going to talk about Narsimha Leela. So when Narsimhadev, yes, there were two doorkeepers of Vaikunta. How many doors they explain Vaikunta has? 7 doors. 7 doors you have to enter. So there are 4 Brahma Kumaras, okay? They are called as Sanat Kumaras also. They are very old, but they requested Brahmaji to have the body of a children. Even though their knowledge is much more, but they appear as small little boys. So when the devotees of the Lord enter the Vaikunta, especially the devotees like Sanat Kumaras, no one should stop them. But by mistake, Jaya and Vijaya, the 2 doorkeepers of Lord's 7th door, almost at the entrance of Vaikunta, they came to take the darshan. These Jaya and Vijaya, they stopped these small little boys. And little boys got angry and they cursed these 2 boys to become Rakshasas. Because when you are in the influence of mode of passion and mode of ignorance, which is not available in Vaikuntha Lokas, then only you do all these activities of stopping someone from going to take the darshan of the Lord. If someone is coming to the temple, if someone blocks their entrance, that is mode of ignorance. Because if someone is interested to see the Lord, if someone wants to take the darshan of the Lord, you're blocking it. So that can happen in the material world, but that doesn't suit the Vaikuntha planets. So they stopped. Now they got cursed. Then there is a story there, and they opted. Vishnuji came and said, "Don't worry, this is all my plan, okay? But you go down and you will fight with me." So whenever Lord wants to enjoy, there are 64 rasas Lord enjoys. One of them is Virya ras. Virya ras means fighting propensity. Lord has that fighting. He wants to battle, right? When that fighting propensity he has to fulfill, who can fight with the Lord? Who has the capability to fight with the Lord? That's when he made these Jaya and Vijaya, that bad people, and he sent them down there. Their first appearance was for Diti, Mother Diti and Kashyapa. They came down as Hiranyaksha and Hiranyakashipu, 2 twins. Basically twins, Hiranyaksha and Hiranyakashipu. And as someone explained, so, Varaha, someone tell Varaha. So Varahadev killed Hiranyaksha. When Varahadev killed Hiranyaksha, Hiranyakashipu, his brother, was very angry, enraged to take a revenge on Vishnu. Varahadev is a Vishnu's form. So he got very angry and he wanted to take revenge on Vishnu. And he went out to perform penances, austerities, severe austerities. It is said that in Srimad Bhagavatam that when Hiranyakashipu was performing the austerities, you know how he was performing? He was standing on the toes of his, it's very hard, toes of the feet. It's not even standing straight like this. He was standing on the toes of the feet, raising his hands high and up into the sky. And he was continuously, that posture itself is very hard to stand for a couple of seconds for all of us. But he was standing it like that for 100 heavenly or celestial years. 1 day of celestial years or celestial or the demigod years is 6 months for us, for the earthly planets. He was standing like that for 100 celestial years, and you calculate. I don't want to calculate. So that is the time he was standing like that in that posture. When someone performs the austerities like that, it affects the whole creation. We all think that we're all individual, right? We all think that we are independent. No one is independent. When one living entity perform an austerity, the whole universe will get affected with this stuff. So this personality, he was standing in that posture and calling out for Brahmaji, right? There was the heat that was generating from the top of his head. And that fire and heat created it created trouble for the upper planets. I'm not talking about the sky or the birds that are flying. No, all the demigods who normally roam around and the earthly planets, they left. They said, no, we can't handle this heat. They left to their own planets. But now on the planets also, it started burning. The heat was burning the upper planet. So all these demigods went to Brahmaji and said, please protect us. Now, this Hiranyakashipu wants to take your power or your position. So he's performing the activities, protect us, Brahmaji, please protect us. So that was a situation created by the austerity of or the penances performed by Hiranyakashipu. Brahmaji said, okay, that's okay, and I'll go. Brahmaji with Brugumani and other Marichi and other rishis, he came down to look around to see where is Hiranyakashipu. He was supposed to be Mandarachala. Mandarachala hill was the thing. He was hearing the sound, but he doesn't see Hiranyakashipu. Then it explains there that when a sun, we can see the light of the sun, but we can't see where is sun because sun is behind the clouds. In the similar way, Hiranyakashipu's sound and the heat and the effect of his austerities are being observed, but Hiranyakashipu himself is not there. Then Brahmaji found that his body is completely covered by the anthill. So Prabhupada puts in the purport there that a body covered in the anthill may be completely eaten away by the. Please remember, it's not the half body, or it's not the legs or the some part of the body which is covered. The whole body is covered, and multiple layers above that is covered with the anthill. And what is left inside? Just bones. Skeleton of Hiranyakashipu was living. Now the question comes in. Can you all understand this? Some people may say that he's dead, right? And Bhagavatam says there that a soul can live in the skeleton also, even though the place for the soul in the body is the core of the heart, the place or the core of the heart. But the Bhagavatam mentions that a soul can live on especially when a yogi, when the person has that capability to control the soul, control his bodily air, that is called as life air. The life air can be controlled by the yogi in such a way that can exist in the skeleton also without any heart. There is nothing left except that life air and the soul living in that skeleton. So that was the type of austerity Hiranyakashipu has performed. Now, can you all pay attention to this point? Hiranyakashipu performed such a severe austerity, but still, why was he not saved by the Lord? Let's say Prahlad Maharaj is only 5 years old, right? He performed devotion and Lord appeared for him. Dhruva Maharaj was a same example. Let's take an example of Dhruva Maharaj. 5-year-old boy, he went to the forest, he got the guidance of Narada Muni, and he chanted a mantra and performed austerities, severe austerities for 6 months. Only 6 months, Lord appeared. The fastest Lord appeared for any devotee in this world. 6 months, Dhruva Maharaj saw the Lord gave him the knowledge, and that's it. Now, what happened with Hiranyakashipu? He has performed these austerities for 100 celestial years and still no mercy. So Srila Prabhupada mentions there that if you perform the activities to Lord Vishnu, austerities are dedicated to Lord Vishnu and for the benefit of others. Yes, you may have. Dhruva Maharaj had a selfish desire in the beginning, but the moment he saw the Lord, all his selfish desires, or after these austerities, all his desires were vanquished. What was he asking? He said that, Lord, the desires I had are like a broken pieces of glass in front of a diamond. Let's say if you have a nice Shamantakamani or Nagamani, those are precious diamonds. So when you have that diamond in front of that diamond, if you look for a broken piece of glass, that was the comparison he gave. So do you understand what I mean? So if the purpose of the activity or the austerity that we perform is dedicated towards the Lord, then that will have a much more benefit than having austerity for yourself and pleasing others, pleasing demigods for yourself. Okay, so that is the difference here. Now, Hiranyakashipu, Brahmaji found Hiranyakashipu. He was covered with the anthill, and Brahmaji sprinkled water from his pot, Kamandala, right? And that the power, because Brahmaji is a creator, he creates all the living beings, all the bodies. So the moment he sprinkled that water from the Kamandala, he regained, Hiranyakashipu regained his power, his strength. And it explains that the strength he got just by the mercy of Brahmaji is that thunderbolts cannot handle the power of his shoulders. That was the description they have given. So he became so powerful. He's already powerful, right? Now, let's talk about what he's asking now. So Hiranyakashipu, when Brahmaji says, I'm pleased with your austerities, please share what you want. Like, why are you torturing yourself like this? Why are you performing such a rigorous austerities? Then he said, my Lord, I don't want to have death. So Brahmaji said, look, I also will die. I have a time for death. So I cannot give that boon. You ask any other boon, I'll give you. Then he said that, okay, if that is the condition, let's see. I should not have death from the hands of living beings created by you. Brahmaji created everything in this material world is created by Brahmaji. So he's saying that any living being should not harm me at all. No fear from any living beings on this earth. Second one is, I should not meet death indoor or outdoor. What does it mean? If he's under the shelter or out under the sky, no one should kill me. I should not be killed in night or day. No death in night, no death in day. When is he going to die? Right? He was thinking. I should not die in the sky or on the earth. Meaning, I should not have death on the air or not on the sky, on the ground. He was thinking. He was smart, right? Intelligent. We always think like that. We think that we have that thinking capacity and we can do all these things. And either from men, beast, gods, demigods, and big serpents. No beast can kill me. Serpents cannot kill me. Gods cannot kill me. Demigods cannot kill me. Right? No, he's asking another thing. No beings living or dead. Sometimes this living or dead means the living beings, they come as Bhuta, Preta, Pisacha. So those cannot even kill me. That was the boon he's asking. And grant me matchlessness in fight, and sole absolute rulership of all embodied beings. All the embodied beings, I should have rulership on all these beings in this material world. That's one boon. And the other boon, last boon he asked is, grant me the undiminishing glory and unfailing mystical powers enjoyed by those whose powers lies in asceticism and yoga. So whoever performs yoga, after years and years of performance of yoga, they get this magical or mystical powers. They can disappear, they can do things. Like in the similar way, Hiranyakashipu is asking, please give me a boon so that I get all this. Okay. These are the conditions. Who would ever think he would die? Who would ever think he would die in this assembly now? He has put all conditions, everything. Okay, and he got the boons, he went back. Now, once he goes back, what does he see? He got to know about the atrocities made by the demigods. So what happened? Demigods thought Kayadu, the wife of Hiranyakashipu, was pregnant. And that boy or the child in the womb of Kayadu may be much dangerous than Hiranyakashipu himself. So Indra and his friends or his demigods, they came and they started attacking Kayadu and they were taking her. They're not that bad. They didn't kill Kayadu or kill the boy. They were just trying to wait for the boy or the child to appear and they deal with that. But when they're taking Kayadu to the heavenly planets, Narada Muni appeared. And Narada Muni, he took her. He took her to his ashram or to his kutir. Now, because Narada Muni is elderly, all the demigods will believe and listen to him. So that's what happened. And Narada Muni said, the child who is going to appear is a devotee. So please don't worry. There is no problem with the child. So he took her to his ashram. And Prahlad Maharaj, while Kayadu is wife of Hiranyakashipu, Narada Muni tried to give the instructions subtly. You cannot, when someone is a non-devotee, you cannot tell instructions directly, right? So subtly he tried to instruct. But Prahlad Maharaj, who is a child inside the womb of Kayadu, he was listening. He was getting everything. Kayadu may not be interested, but the child was getting all the instructions nicely. And the child was born in the ashram of Narada Muni, and Hiranyakashipu got to know that the child is born and you're ready to go and take it. So Hiranyakashipu came, thanked Narada Muni for protecting Kayadu, and he took Prahlad Maharaj home. Now the question is, Hiranyakashipu has so much of power, right? When he raised his left eyebrow, just rising like this, all the demigods used to shiver. Oh, something bad will happen now. That is the condition of Hiranyakashipu, a powerful demon. When he just by raising the eyebrow, all the demigods were shivering, right? And think about the human beings, think about the living entities in this material world, because he has no fear from anyone. Now, the problem comes for him is from Prahlad Maharaj. Prahlad Maharaj is just a 5-year-old boy. He says that chant Om Hiranyakashipaya Namaha. He doesn't want to chant. He says, I want to chant Om Narayana Namaha. Right? I heard a story about a math teacher. A math teacher has made so many students, they're all successful in math. But his son at home, he never learned maths. Think about the condition of the teacher. Do you understand? You think that I'm very good in some subject or something, and you're trying to teach that your son is 0 in that. You feel bad. You feel aggravated. You feel like, no, we don't feel like killing him, but you feel pathetic about that situation. And Hiranyakashipu, the whole demigods are shivering, but Prahlad Maharaj was not even he's not budging to his rules. Now, if Hiranyakashipu was an intelligent person, right? He could have thought about, okay, whole world is listening. What happens? Just my son, right? Only one 5-year-old boy. He may improve later. He may improve interest later, or he may get better later. But he didn't do that. He wanted to challenge that boy. That is a problem. We have only only few things in our hand, few things in our control. We cannot control everything and everyone in this world. Whatever is in our control, that's what we can do, or that much only we can do. But he went ahead and he started punishing the Prahlad Maharaj. And the faith in the Prahlad Maharaj's faith in Lord is so much so that every obstacle, please remember the atrocities Hiranyakashipu has done with Prahlad Maharaj, 5-year-old son. He dropped him from the cliffs of the mountains. Prahlad Maharaj was saved. He threw Prahlad Maharaj into the fire. Prahlad Maharaj was saved. All impossible, all heavy dose. He was fed the poison of the poisonous snakes. He was saved. He was thrown into the snakes, serpents, big serpents. He was saved. So think about that. That kind of capacity comes, or that protection was coming because of only one thing, is that Prahlad Maharaj had that faith that my Lord will protect me. So finally, after all these atrocities, Hiranyakashipu thought, this is not going to work. Now, the final thing is, let me kill him. Myself, all these servants, soldiers, all of them are not performing their duty correctly, maybe. So let me counterattack him directly. So he went back in the assembly and he said, Prahlad, where do you get this strength from? Where do you get this, where do you get this strength from to protect yourself? Like, how are you getting protected? He said that the protection I'm coming it from the super soul in my body, and the same super soul is in everyone's body, and he's everywhere. Then Hiranyakashipu says, okay, if he's everywhere, do you think he's in this pillar? He said, yes, why not? Then Hiranyakashipu strike the pillar and Narsinghadev appears. That evening is Narsingha Chaturdashi, that is the appearance of Narsinghadev. Okay, now, was Narsinghadev already in the pillar? Yes, Prahlad Maharaj said, super soul is in the pillar. But Narsinghadev was in the pillar or not? He was not in the pillar. But because a devotee of him, Prahlad Maharaj said that, yes, my Lord is in the pillar, and if in the super soul form, maybe Hiranyakashipu may not see him or may not be able to see him. That's why Narsinghadev appeared and made sure that he appeared and made an impact that my devotee, if he says, yes, I will appear. That is the power of devotion. My dear devotees, whatever you're doing today, as I said, on Sunday evening, you all came here to listen to this katha, to take darshan of the Lord. That is what you're achieving, a devotion. We're taking steps towards devotion. That faith develops by coming to the temple, by seeing the deities, by taking darshan of the deities. So that's what you're all doing today. So when a devotee calls for a Lord, and Lord doesn't want to prove his devotee wrong, doesn't want to prove that his devotee is a liar. No. Especially a devotee like Prahlad Maharaj, when Prahlad Maharaj is saying that, yes, there is my Lord is there in the pillar, he appeared there to make a point that my devotee never lies or my devotee never fails. So that is the power of devotion. That is what we have to implement. That is what we have to reach to. Okay. Now Hiranyakashipu got perturbed by seeing the form. What form the Lord had? Can you all say he had a half man, half lion form? The upper body is a lion body. The lower body is a human body. Why? Because Hiranyakashipu had a boon. What was a boon? I cannot be killed by a beast. I cannot be killed by a living entity. So he is not a beast. Do you say he's Narsinghadev? He's half lion and half man. Is he a beast? Is it animal? No. Is he a human being? No. He's half man and half lion. That is how we'll counteract everything he has, right? He said that no death in the hands of living beings created by Lord Brahma. Is Lord created by Brahma? Nope. Lord is Lord, right? No meeting death indoor or outdoor. So Lord took Hiranyakashipu onto his half. He was sitting on the entrance of this palace, right? So one leg outside of the palace, that means he's not inside. One leg inside of the palace, so that means he's not outside. So now you tell me, is he inside or outside? He's neither. He's in between. No indoor, not outdoor. Okay. And the third one is night or day. He was not killed night or day. He came in the evening. He came in the dusk. Dusk is considered to be sun was set, but you still see the sunlight. That is called dusk. That's why when we do fasting on Narsimha Chaturdashi day, we fast till dusk. Because dusk is considered neither day nor night. Why? Because sun is set, but we still see the light or the rays of the sun. That is dusk. Okay. So either from men, beast, gods, demigods, and big serpents, nothing. So he's not a serpent, he's not a god, he's not demigod. He's supreme personality of Godhead, right? And he's not a living being or a dead personality. He's because living and dead is only applies only to the material beings, the one in the material world, right? In the material world, we see living and dead. But for Supreme Lord, there is no material, there is no dead or living. So this way, he comes and kills Hiranyakashipu. There are some Puranas, they mention that Hiranyakashipu also asked that he should not be killed on all these 12 months. 12 months in a Vedic calendar, as we discussed, right? Chaitra, Vaishaka, Jeshta, Ashada, Shravana, Bhadrapada, Ashwini, Kartika, Agrahanya, Posha, and Magha. 12 months. Then they say that Narsinghadev appeared in Purushottam month. Purushottam month, right? Malamasa, they call it. So he appeared in Purushottam month. So that is the capability. We have range. We think that we are very smart, very intelligent, but our intelligence will be stopped by the intelligence of the Lord, by the intelligence of the divinity. We always think that we are very much smart and we can outsmart anyone in this world, but that is not the case here. Lord is much smarter. I'm sure there must be someone existing in this world who are much more smarter than us. We always think that we're smarter, but that's not the truth. So that way, Hiranyakashipu Nrsingadev kills Hiranyakashipu. So that is the day, that's when we celebrate Narsimha Chaturdashi. So it is 7:28. Okay, I'll give one mantra. We'll chant mantra of Narsimhadev, and then if you have any questions for 5 minutes, we'll cover and we can leave. Okay, so please repeat after me. Om Hreem Shram Ugram Veeram Mahavishnum Jwalantam Sarvatomukam Narasimham Bhishanam Bhadram Mrityor Mrityum Namamyaham. Om Hreem Shram Ugram Veeram Mahavishnum Jwalantam Sarvatomukam Narasimham Bhishanam Bhadram Mrityor Mrityum Namamyaham. Om Hreem Shram Ugram Veeram Mahavishnum Jwalantam Sarvatomukam Narasimham Bhishanam Bhadram Mrityor Mrityum Namamyaham. So whenever this Nrsimhadev, he has appeared to protect his devotees, right? Shri Shri Radha Shyama Sundar Ji ki jai, Sri Jagannath Baladev Subhadra Mai ki jai, Sri Sri Gaura Nitai ki jai. So whenever you are faced with any troubles, any fears, any anxieties, if you chant this mantra will protect us or will deliver us from these fears. Okay, so that's why I shared with you. Anyone has any points, any realizations to share, please take this 2 minutes to share and we can conclude. Hare Krishna. Yes, Prabhuji.
Thank you so much. Prabhuji, very wonderful class. Thank you so much, Prabhuji. I wanted to understand that Swayam Bhagwan Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, even though he was a combined avatar of Shri Shri Radha and Krishna, and pastimes of Radha and Krishna would be much more relishable, still he wanted to hear the pastimes of Narsimhadev, Prahlad Maharaj, and Dhruva Maharaj more number of times as compared to what he heard from for Chaitanya, Radha and Krishna. So can you please elaborate in case?
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. Thank you for sharing that. I didn't know that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu wanted to release these pastimes, but I'll look into it. That's good. Thank you. I'm guessing maybe because Nrsimhadev's appearance is to protect a devotee. Please try to understand. Everyone wants protection in this world. There is so much going on in this material world. Forget about Prahlad Maharaj. Prahlad Maharaj, we talk about Satyuga and Hiranyakashipu, his father himself is doing all these things. But think about the conditions we go through, right? For devotion to fructify or for devotion to progress nicely, we should not have these impediments of problems, right? So this story of Nrsimhadev gives that faith, that devotion to a devotee, that conviction to a devotee, yes, there is someone who can protect me. So that conviction, that soothing feeling comes after listening to the story of Nrsimhadev. Maybe that is the reason. That is one of the reasons, maybe, I think. So thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. Does it help? Okay, that's it. Hare Krishna. Thank you. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Hare Krishna. Thank you very much for coming to the Sunday Feast program. Is anybody coming here for the first time? Yeah, we like to welcome you all, but especially those coming here for the first time with a loud Haribol, Haribol, Haribol. Please collect a small token gift from us before you leave. Okay. So, few announcement. For the pleasure of Shri Radha Shyamsundar, Shri Jagannath Baldar Subhadra, Shri Gaurnitai, Shri Panchatattva, Shri Prabhupada and all the assembled Vaishnavas, the book distribution score from this week. 4 Nimai stories, 9 Bhagavad Gita, 2 Avatar art, 9 small books, 1 science of self-realization, 2 Narsimha book, 1 nectar of devotion, with a total of 29 transcendental books distributed. So let's thank Paramananda Chaitanya Prabhu, Achintya Manohar Prabhu, Sandeep Prabhu, and all the devotees who participated in book distribution with a loud Haribol, Haribol, Haribol. Where's the huh? They're on the top of where? Okay. Yeah, that's okay. We'll come back to that because 2 Krishna Gujarati, is that the one? 4 Bhagavad Gita English, 1 Avatar art. It's not there, no, so no, it's it can be sent to the CNJ Sunday announcement. That will be great. Today's Sunday feast is sponsored by few families. Sandini Mataji, Radha Madhav Prabhu are sponsoring today's Sunday feast for Krishna's birthday. They can come forward. Sushil Prabhu is sponsoring in remembrance of Siva Mataji's father, late Shri Anil Mishra Prabhu. Please come forward. Anil Kumar Prabhu and Bhavna Vaish Mataji is sponsoring for their 20th wedding anniversary today. They can also come forward. And Sandeep Sharma Prabhu and family are sponsoring for their daughter, Nivisa's birthday. All right. So, Hare Krishna. So Kalabati Mataji is coming here also for the first time. So we'd like to thank her. We want Nirisha and Krishna Prabhu stay here. Yeah, please stand here. We'll sing the song. Please stand here.
Bless all of them. Haribol, Haribol.
Haribol, Haribol, Haribol. Hare Krishna to you. Hare Krishna to you. Hare Krishna to Krishna and Nimisha. Hare Krishna to you. May you never take birth again. May you never take birth again. May you never take birth again and go back to God. Let's bless them both with a loud Haribol, Haribol, Haribol. You can go on the other side.
Narsingh Chaturdasi, you know. May 4th Narsingh Chaturdasi, anybody would like to sponsor, let us know. Yajna is 108, Archana or Aarti is 108 also. May 4th Thursday evening, 6 to 9, 7:30 onwards, Abhishek will be there. But before that, sorry, Yajna will be there after 7, but before Abhishek will be there from 6 to 6:30. Abhishek. So please join, don't miss this. Invite your friends and families. Hare Krishna.